Well, good Sunday morning to you. It is Capital Region Sunday, and I am Richie PHILLIPS, here with a special guest, Jay Josker from Roswell Park Cancer Institute. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Richie. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Hate to wake you up this early.
Oh, no, not at all. Happy to do it.
I know you have a fantastic event, but first, tell everyone, in case you live under a rock and have never heard of Roswell Park, what you're involved with. What is the mission of your group?
Sure. Roswell Park is one of only 41 comprehensive cancer centers in the United States. We focus on patient care, research, prevention, and education. And my group, the Roswell Park Alliance Foundation, is the primary fundraiser for the cancer research that we do here at the hospital. So we're finding that we're making a lot of significant breakthroughs in genetics and immunotherapy, and our mission is not only to understand, prevent, and cure cancer, but also to do that through research and to find new cures, new treatments, and new ways to fight the disease.
Just last week, I interviewed someone about pancreatic cancer, and they're having benefits and so forth going on. But you have something here that's definitely unusual. Can you tell a little bit about the event that you have coming up?
Sure. It's called the Empire State Ride. It's a new event. It's a 518-mile bike ride across New York State. We start in New York City in Battery Park, right in front of the Statue of Liberty, and we ride up through the Hudson Valley, through Albany, and on through and finish at Niagara Falls State Park, right in front of Niagara Falls.
Now, there is a little bit of traffic in New York City trying to get upstate. I just want to let the riders know about that, in case they've never experienced it before.
We do have some experienced New York City riders that are helping us get through the city, and we're using the Hudson Greenway to safely get ourselves up the island and across the Washington Bridge.
I'm from Long Island originally. Don't go on the expressway. Just letting you know that. That's the longest parking lot in the world.
You know what? I'll make sure we avoid it at all costs.
Now, will you be stopping in Albany, or when will you be stopping in Albany?
We will be riding through Albany on Tuesday, the 18th. We'll be there about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we're actually going to have one of our water stops is going to be right in front of Albany City Hall, and the mayor has been generous enough to come out and meet us at the water stop and say hello. So we're really excited about that. That should be a lot of fun. One of the reasons we're doing this is not only to just raise funds, but also raise awareness about the cancer cause and why it's so important for us to really focus on funding research so that we can find cures and new treatments. And
I'm actually putting out the call to Mayor Kathy Sheehan. This is a challenge for her to get on a bicycle and continue the ride with you all the way to Niagara Falls. And I just want to see if she'll do it.
I love it.
She's a fantastic person, by the way.
I love it, yes.
So who's taking part in the event? You have people from out of the country, right?
Yeah, we have people from all over the country. We have people from Boston, New York, obviously, Connecticut, and we have one rider that's coming all the way from France.
Wow.
So it's an international group that'll be joining us for the ride.
If someone wants to be part of the ride next year, can you sign up now for it, or how does that happen?
You can, and actually we're running not only a week-long ride next year, but part of this is that we'll be running some one-day rides in certain cities, and Albany is actually one of those cities. So we'll be running a one-day ride from Albany to Utica next year as part of the larger Empire State Ride. So you can either sign up for the week-long ride, or you can sign up for the day ride, and during the Empire State Ride this year, we're offering a $50 discount on registration for anyone that signs up from August 16th to August 22nd.
Albany to Utica is no short ride, too. I just want to let you know. It's not like around the corner.
No, that's true. Albany to Utica, I think, is one of our longer days. It's in the 80 to 85-mile range. But the nice thing about it is the ride from Albany to Utica ends at the Saranac Brewery with a little reception for all the riders. So something, a goal to keep in mind while you're riding that piece of the route.
The ride might not be a straight ride after you go to the brewery, though, unfortunately.
Yes, we're confiscating everybody's bicycles once they get to the brewery.
Now, will you be riding?
I will not be riding. I will be assisting the riders and just making sure that they have the best experience possible, making sure that they, have everything they need on the ride, that they're well taken care of, and staying a little bit ahead of them just to make sure that everything is ready when they arrive.
So 518 miles, how many miles a day would you say they do again?
It's an average of about 75 miles a day. Our shortest day is 57 miles, and our longest day is about 86 to 88 miles.
I can't drive 88 miles without getting absolutely exhausted.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of, it's funny because we've got a lot of riders that have done long rides before and are capable of easily completing this ride, and we also have riders that are newer to distance rides and have been training really hard, but for us, it's really important that everyone is able to participate in this. So even if there's some days that your legs are tired or, maybe you got a cramp or something's going on, we have what's called SAG support, where you can, ride to a water stop or the lunch stop, and we'll actually shuttle you in to the overnight camp if you don't feel like you can make it that day. So that's part of us just wanting to make sure that we're taking care of our riders and that, it's something that everyone feels comfortable doing.
And how many years have you been doing the ride?
This is our first year for the Cross-State Empire State Ride, but Roswell actually runs a day-long ride called the Ride for Roswell, and that's an 8,000-person one-day cycling ride here in Buffalo, and that's actually the largest one-day bike fundraising event in the country. So we've got a lot of experience doing these types of events, and we thought now was a good time to branch out, especially, like I said earlier, with the breakthroughs that we're making in genomics and immunotherapy. We really feel here at the hospitals, the employees, the staff, the doctors, that cancer is something that's a curable disease within our lifetimes, and we really need to do everything we can to supercharge our fundraising to support research so that we're finding cures and new treatments quicker and saving more lives.
And I see from your websites, I read this and just couldn't believe it, you're also doing work in Nigeria, or there's one of the doctors from your group?
Yeah, we just signed into a partnership with a hospital, a medical center in Nigeria. So, when we say we have not only a national but global impact on the fight against cancer, we're not kidding. We really are. We're reaching out not only to Nigeria, but our CEO and the director of the hospital actually accompanied Mayor Cuomo down to Cuba when he visited to work on some research partnerships and medical partnerships down there. So we're really serious about this. This is, this is a passion for everybody here and something, that's a very personal mission to us.
And just to think how lucky we are to have you in our country, when you think about this, there's 179 million people in Nigeria. That's more than half of that of the United States, according to your website. And until a few months ago, the citizens did not have access to even a single cancer center there.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Like I said, it's really important for us to treat this not only on a local and national level, but on a global level. Roswell was the first cancer center in the nation and has made some really significant contributions to cancer research, including the PSA test and some other research breakthroughs, and we want to continue that trend.
Well, thank you, Jay Josker, for calling in, and also for folks out there who want more information either about the ride or about cancer itself and treatment options and so forth. Do you have a website, once again, that you can share?
Yeah, you can go to www.empirestateride.com, and you can go to, for information about Roswell, you can go to roswellpark.org.
Fantastic. Jay, thank you so much for calling in.
Richie, thank you so much for having me. I hope to see you out in front of City Hall.
Oh, definitely. I would love to get out there, but not on a bicycle.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Jay.